The Israeli army once again stands accused of disregarding the basic human rights of Palestinians. It follows a video being uploaded on YouTube showing an IDF soldier humiliating a blindfolded Palestinian woman. Now, to talk more about this, we're joined live by Bana Badarni from the Public Committee Against Torture in Israel. Hello to you. So, Netanyahu says that this tarnishes the reputation of the IDF, which he called one of the most moral armies in the world. Do you agree with that tag?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, the Public Committee Against Torture gets dozens of complaints every year on torture, mistreatment and humiliations of Palestinian detainees of all the range, from the humiliation we watched together on TV until the range of not easy physical torture in very rare cases. Unfortunately, the problem is not only that it's not the most moral army in the world, but the fact is that there is a culture of impunity where such humiliations, such violations and crimes are not actually convicted by the army or by the other authorities.
You mentioned this culture of impunity here, perhaps the IDF operating with a sense of impunity. Is it because it knows it has the backing of the region's only superpower, the United States?
Well, I hope not, but unfortunately we see that all the cases that were open against the Israeli security forces since 2001 until they were closed without even opening any criminal investigation. And with the army, they open investigation and just stop it without conviction. Therefore, it's probably a political issue that is protecting them and not legal.
You raise the issue of politics here, but tell me this. What can the international community do to keep Israel from flaunting and breaking the law?
I mean, it's about time for the international community to intervene, to make it clear for Israeli authorities, security authorities, that no one is above the law and that the absolute prohibition against torture and ill treatment and humiliation is really absolute, and which means that if you violate it once and again, you will face charges, if not in Israel, then outside.
Now, in the recent past, we had the Israeli raid of the Gaza-bound Palestinian aid flotilla. We've had this video of this Palestinian woman being humiliated by the IDF. Tell me this, are incidents like this, are they blown out of proportion or are they indicative of a wider Israeli attitude? Expand on that.
It's unfortunately the tip of the iceberg. If we talk about the Gaza, the Cast-Lead operation, then the Public Committee Against Torture, we managed to meet all 40 detainees who were inside Israel after the war. 1 out of 6 agreed to give us a full affidavit, and only very few, 5 or 6, agreed to even submit a complaint against the army because they feel there is no use for it and that they're afraid that if they complain, then they'll face other problems. When they're sick, they will never be able to get out for any medical treatment, and therefore people here are quite afraid to file lawsuits against Israeli army or Israeli security forces.
All right, Bana Badarni from the Public Committee Against Torture in Israel. Thank you.